Hey, y'all, picture this. I'm standing in my backyard, sipping coffee, dreaming of a quiet little garden with a koi pond and some smooth stones, when my neighbor's kidsome entitled 20-something named Ethan storms over, points a finger at me, and says, "Yo, Marcus, you're building me a pool, and I want it done by next week." I nearly choked on my coffee. A pool? In my yard? This kid's got some nerve. But what comes next, though? It's a wild ride that'll make you laugh, cringe, and maybe cheer a little. So, grab a drink, settle in, and let me tell you about the summer I took on the most ridiculous neighbors in Maple Grove, Tennessee. My name's Marcus Tate, a software engineer who's seen my share of chaos debugging code at 2 a.m., navigating corporate egos, even assembling IKEA furniture without losing my mind. When I bought my house on Willow Lane, a cozy two-story with a big, flat backyard perfect for my Zen garden, I thought I'd finally found peace. Maple Grove's a quiet suburb, the kind of place where folks wave from their porches and kids ride bikes till dusk. My neighbors to the left, the Wilsons, are these sweet retirees who leave me homegrown tomatoes on my doorstep. But to the right, that's where the trouble lives, the Carver family, a neon-lit, leopard print version of suburban dysfunction. There's Greg Carver, the dad, who spends his days napping in a creaky hammock, grunting if you wave too hard. His wife, Lorraine, is a walking reality show, sharp bob haircut, sharper tongue, always scanning for something to complain about, like my unorthodox green front door or the way I stack my recycling bins. And then there's Ethan, their son, a lanky kid with bleach blonde hair and the attitude of a wannabe frat bro. He's 20, jobless, and treats the world like it owes him a favor. From the moment I moved in, Lorraine's been dropping hints, little jabs about how surprising it is that a guy like me, a black professional, could afford a house in Maple Grove. Ethan's worse. He'd kick his soccer ball into my yard, leave my hose tangled, and flash me this smirk that screamed, "What are you going to do about it?" I kept my cool, though. I'm not here to start wars over garden hoses. I'd smile, toss the ball back, and go back to planting my garden bamboo, a cherry tree, maybe a little fountain for ambience. But Ethan had other plans. See, the Carver's yard is a mess, cluttered with Greg's old lawnmowers and zoned against pools because of some ancient oak trees. My yard, though, wide open, flat, and, in Ethan's mind, his water park. One Saturday, I'm sketching my garden layout when Ethan leans over the fence, slurping a slushie, and says, "Hey, Marcus, this yard's screaming for a pool. Deep in by your roses, shallow end here. We'll throw epic parties, think bikini babes, DJs, the works." I laugh it off, thinking he's joking. Not my vibe, Ethan. I'm going for calm, not chaos. His face twists like I just insulted his dog. "You're wasting this space, man. Think about it." Then he stomps off, leaving a blue slushy stain on my grass. I brush it off, but a few days later, Ethan's back, banging on my back door like he's the landlord. I open it, and there he is in neon swim trunks, a towel slung over his shoulder, looking like he's auditioning for a bad surf movie. He pushes past me into my kitchen and says, "All right, Marcus, we're doing the pool. You build it, I use it. Done deal." I cross my arms, trying not to laugh. "We? Ethan, this is my house. No pool." That's when he drops the bomb. "Oh, I think you'll change your mind," he says, smirking. "I dug up some dirt-old emails from your last job. Nasty stuff, Marcus. One post online, and your fancy clients might not trust you so much." My stomach twists. He's talking about a client dispute from years ago, a nothing burger my company cleared me on, but twisted the right way. It could stir up trouble. And then he leans in, voice low. "You're new here. People like you gotta play nice, you know? Build the pool, or I'll make your life hell." I feel my blood boil, not just at the blackmail, but the way he says "people like you." Like my skin color means I owe him something. I want to throw him out, but I'm not that guy. I'm the guy who thinks 3 steps ahead. So I force a smile and say, "All right, Ethan, let's talk pools. Big project, though. Needs planning." His eyes light up, thinking he's won. "Oh, buddy, you have no idea." From there, I play the long game. I intend to go along, meeting Ethan and Lorraine on my patio to plan this pool. Ethan's got magazine clippings, gaudy designs with waterfalls and underwater speakers. Lorraine's worse, waving spreadsheets about Italian tile and tasteful flamingo floats. I nod, take notes, and secretly record every word on a little device in my pocket. Every racist jab, every entitled demand, it's all saved. I start feeding them excuses, fake permit issues, unstable soil from a made-up report I mock up. Oh, Lorraine, the city's worried about an old creek bed under my yard, I say, watching her twitch. Ethan's losing it, pacing, yelling. This is BS, Marcus. My friends are coming for the 4th of July. I just shrug. Bureaucracy, man. What can you do? Meanwhile, I'm building my garden. I order stones, plant bamboo, and let Ethan see it, knowing it drives him nuts. One day, he flips, screaming over the fence. You're still doing your stupid rocks? Where's my pool? Lorraine storms over, her voice shrill. Marcus, what's this nonsense? We had an agreement. That's when Ethan, red-faced and dumb as a brick, blurts out. I made him agree, Mom. I had dirt on him, told him I'd leak it if he didn't build. The air goes still. Lorraine's face drains of color. You blackmailed him? She hisses. Not because she cares about mesh, horrified her kids, made them look like Laurent crooks. She rounds on Ethan, shrieking, You idiot. Do you know what this does to our reputation? Greg, roused from his hammock, just groans. Not good, son. Not good. The Carvers implode. Lorraine's terrified of the neighbors gossiping. She's the queen of Maple Grove's social scene. Or was. Ethan's grounded, skulking like a kicked puppy. I stay quiet, tending my garden, but I'm not done. I send a lawyer's letter to Ethan, cool and sharp, laying out how his dirt is worthless and defamation's a bad look. They sign an apology, shaking. My garden's coming together: koi pond, cherry tree, and a new 10-foot cedar fence that blocks their view entirely. I call it Serenity Haven, a big middle finger to their chaos. But then, Lorraine's sister, Tammy, rolls into town, driving a jacked-up SUV with a bumper sticker that says, honk if you're mad. She's a tornado loud, brash, with a perm that defies physics. Lorraine's convinced her I'm the villain, and Tammy's here to fix me. She starts small blasting country music at 6 a.m., tossing beer cans over my fence. I pick them up, leave polite notes. Found this, Tammy. Yours. Then she gets bold, lobbing ketchup on my stones, spraying weed killer that mostly hits my fence. My cameras catch it all. I'm building a file, chuckling. Tammy's final stunt is pure comedy. Lorraine entered her scraggly petunias in the town flower show, desperate to reclaim her status. Tammy steals them, sneaks over at 2 a.m., and scatters them in my yard, thinking she'll frame me for sabotage. My cameras get her in glorious HD, fumbling like a bad spy. The next day, Lorraine's wailing about her stolen flowers, and Tammy's pointing fingers. It was Marcus. He's jealous. The flower show committee shows up, 2 stern old ladies with clipboards. I invite them in, pour iced tea, and play the video. Their jaws drop as Tammy's caught red-handed. One lady, Mrs. Pritchard, storms out and lays into them. You're banned from the show, and frankly, you're an embarrassment. Tammy's gone by week's end, tail between her legs. Lorraine hides in her house. Greg's bird-watching now, muttering about sparrows. I'm out in Serenity Haven now, watching my koi swim, the cherry tree blooming where Ethan wanted his diving board. The Carvers is a ghost story in Maple Grove, a cautionary tale about entitlement and bad ideas. I didn't yell, didn't fight, I just let them dig their own grave, with a little help from my cameras and a lot of patience. Sometimes, I wonder if I should feel bad, but then I remember Ethan's smirk, Lorraine's jabs, and I take a deep breath of pool-free air. Revenge isn't always loud. Sometimes it's a quiet garden and a tall fence. So what do y'all think? Was I too harsh, or did they get what they deserved? Ever dealt with neighbors like this? Drop a comment, share your stories. I'm dying to hear how you'd handle the Carvers. And if you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep the conversation going. Peace out from Serenity Haven.